Yeah. First off, congratulations. This team won 2 games in 24 hours, and just talk about that aspect of it.
Well, it was good, especially good to win in front of our fans. I mean, that was it's been very frustrating to have these big crowds and not be able to pay them back for all their support. So, and again, another amazing crowd. We just keep getting them over and over again. Kudos to Greg and the front office and the community to really continue to support us. Obviously, when we've been in a bad funk, and there's been a lot of things that's gone wrong to start the season. I mean, I think we've had 7 straight games losing a player, but the guys that just come in have really bought in over the last basically since that game that we lost against Huntsville. Was it the Wednesday night game? I thought we played really well that game, but just couldn't get the 2 points. And we're starting to play hockey the way we got to play to give us a chance to win games consistently. So, we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit right away in the start of the third period. We let the Carson Rose show start happening. And but fortunately, Kevin, I thought, was the star of the game. Obviously, he made some tremendous saves in overtime to give us a chance to get to the shootout. And for him to close the door like that, and for Tim Faulkner and Hugo Kosh, to be the ones that score for us is just tremendous for the group. I'm so proud of them because it's been very dark and gloomy around here, and we've been trying to keep a positive mindset on it. The guys have been coming to work. They've been buying into the video sessions. We've had some strings of some really unfortunate things that have happened this year, but it's great to see them in there celebrating right now.
What did you see this week as a whole? Like you mentioned, you guys played well for 3 games in 4 days. That has to be something that you hope that carries forward.
Yeah, I mean, consistency is the key. I mean, I think you can, if you can start putting together back-to-back periods, that's the whole thing for us. Consistency through 3 periods. So again, that's the disappointing thing about tonight, and I shouldn't even have anything to be disappointed about because we won on home ice. But again, it's that third period should have never went the way it went if we do what we're supposed to do. So, and that's just consistency. We have a lot of younger guys right now in our lineup. We made some mistakes. They made us pay. But again, we got enough goal support tonight to get us to overtime, and this is what you need. I mean, I thought Kev was the game changer tonight. He was the reason that we were able to get that extra point because he made the saves that we needed him to.
Yeah, and that last minute in overtime, he made maybe 3.
Unbelievable. Like I said, I mean, he is the star of the game. There's no doubt about it. I mean, and that's not taking away anything from the guys, that scored in the shootout or scored in regulation. It's just we don't get to that situation without him making those saves.
Well, you probably saw something out of the guys. You had to bus home. I don't know what time you got home this morning. What time was that?
We got home like around noon. Yeah, we stayed in Macon last night.
So, boom, you got to get ready to play tonight.
Yep.
And like you said, you were energized by the crowd. But that still is not something easy to do. So you saw maybe something out of these guys. And I know you're not playing with a full deck either. So that has to be things you can build on.
Yeah, I mean, the deck's minus about 7 or 8 guys right now. I mean, it's not, it's just a couple of guys, but the guys that are in the room, and this is the thing, I mean, you're going to deal with injuries and call-ups. Every team deals with it. We're obviously getting hit with it drastically at the beginning of the season, but you still put your equipment on just like the opposing team. And you put together a game plan, and, if the effort level's there and the intensity's level there, and you get goaltending, you can have a chance. You can have a chance to win. That team in Birmingham, they have their entire group that's been together the whole entire season. They haven't had a single call up. It's not a single. They've had a couple guys go in and out of the lineup just via 14-day IR, but they've had their entire team intact. It's a veteran team over there, so we knew it was going to be a battle. We knew how offensively talented they were, so we had to check extremely well. We had to be disciplined. So only giving up that first power play was huge because that team could really kill you on their power play.
This game started weird with that penalty. What explanation did you get on that? 7 seconds.
There's miscommunication between the linesman and the referee. Basically, it was an odd scenario. I'm not going to go into detail on it. I'm not happy about it. It's not the place to air it out right here.
What was the official penalty called? Too many men on the ice or not?
I don't even know what the official penalty was called.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Trust me, before the puck was dropped, you seen how much I was talking to him, trying to get it sorted out. There was a chance to rectify what the issue was, and I was there willing to rectify it. and then they drop the puck, and then they come over and act like we just didn't have this conversation. It's like, again, it's just a continuation of the bizarro world this year. So I said, boys, we got to kill this thing off, and the guys did a great job of penalty killing, and we were able to get some momentum going.
Of the 4 guys that were on the official IR tonight, which one of those has the best chance to start playing again?
Okay, so let's see. We got Tyler Adams, we got Golka, we got
Right.
Wiesner, we got Button,
Right.
we got Dabrowski out now, Johnson up, Hayes up, Dennis up. I probably think that maybe Golka might start skating more this next week. I think he would be probably, and
Closest.
Wiesner might start skating this week. And then Dabrowski, I think for him with his head, it's just going to be how quickly, he can't see out of his eye right now. So, when his eye gets, we lost him last night. So, but, again, we're just going to prepare like we always do. It doesn't matter who's in the lineup. We got a job to do, and that's next Thursday against this same team, and they're not going to be very happy.
Well, anybody got anything else?
So you were talking about all the guys that we have on IR and just the short staff that we are. From the coaching perspective, I mean, obviously as fans, we have an expectation of what we want to see, but what is the message and how do you coach that up to get that extra from the guys to step up where you're missing personnel?
Biggest thing is you got to defend well. I mean, you can't go into these games when you might be minus some higher end personnel, try to get in a riverboat gambling hockey where you're going to win a 4-3 game, 5-4 or something like that. You have to be disciplined, number one, and you have to be very detailed and structured. You want to eliminate turnovers and eliminate odd man rushes. And if you can do that against a good offensive team, you can kind of frustrate them. And that's what we did, if you noticed, through 2 periods. We just kind of stayed on top of it, just kind of frustrated them. And that's how you got to play against a really good team like that. And again, in the 3rd period, we didn't take care of the puck. We had some bad turnovers at the blue line, and you see how quickly they can counter and kill you. That's what happened. So, it's I would like to be more aggressive, but my job is to put the team in system-wise with what the personnel we have right now. And actually, we had to change some things this week with the personnel we have. They all bought into it, and we got 4 out of 6 points.
Well, that was going to kind of be my next thing. We came in Wednesday night. We saw 3 new guys right out of the gate on that lineup card. I think we saw 1 or 2 new names on there tonight as well.
Yeah.
You're pulling in the new guys. You're getting these guys in place, and obviously it's starting to work. What are you seeing, again, behind the scenes with these new guys that you're putting in the lineup?
I think the new guys, it's just, give them a role, let them understand exactly what you expect from them. They're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. Everybody's going to make mistakes. And then you just try to give them instant feedback on the bench right away when they're doing it. That way, when they go back out, they don't make the same mistake twice. So it's been a lot of teaching. I mean, a lot of teaching and coaching with all these new guys over the last 3-4 weeks and having to do things. But, that's the thing, is just getting everybody on the same page. I mean, when you have a team that's together for a while, you can really get going because everybody knows where everybody's at, everybody's bought in, the messaging's the same, the systems are the same. But when you have this much turnover in a short period of time like we've had over the last month, it can be challenging. And that's where, the leaders have done a good job too, because I've heard them coaching guys on the bench, because I'm only one coach on the bench, It'd be easier if there was another coach, trust me, but there's only me on there. And, the leaders have done a good job of kind of when players have these questions on the bench, is giving them feedback because they know what the messaging is. So that's great for those guys. One
last thing, the message to the fans. Wednesday night, a sellout crowd. Tonight, very same thing, looking all the way up to the top of the 200s and just seeing a packed house. What does that mean to you as a coach and the guys in the locker room to come out in front of over 8,000 fans?
Well, it's great. I mean, that's what the expectation is, though, here. And not to be a sellout every night like that, but just, we expect this is a special place to play. I told guys all the time, the reason I came back to Pensacola to coach is not because I didn't have other offers in Europe and other places. I came back here because I know how awesome it is, and that's why people come that want to play here, is because you got a great owner, you got great staff, great community that backs you, and you got a chance to win a championship every year because you got an owner that's going to give you all the tools to be successful. So, the new guys that come in to see that, some of these guys are playing in front of crowds of like 1,000, 2,000 people. When you see that's what you're playing for, it makes you want to give a little bit more. It makes you want to stick around this organization a little bit more. And so what are you willing to give? How much you want to prove to me that you want to be here for the long term?
I can hear the excitement in your voice. I'm excited for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we're excited.